Good day. Welcome to Atta. Today we're talking to George Kreknektak from Paulatuk, and George is going to share some of his stories with us. Welcome to Atta, George.
Yeah, pleased to meet you too. It'll be Louis.
Yeah. And if you could just tell us some of your stories,
Yeah.
maybe beginning when you were just a young man, George.
Mga inuhuktublo nga lang ako. Ang yung mata ilat ka. My grandparents malikpagat ka all the time. I brought up with them from young teenager, and I would live with them all the time, and we travel where we got hunt better, and we started traveling from Reed Island, Kreknektak, and we'll go from Cambridge Bay first. We used Nuttilik. We ended up in Reed Island. They call it Kreknektak. And I was young kid that time, and so I lived with them. And I was brought up with them. We live off the land, everything, and we used started moving from Reed Island with dog team going west. And looking, I was thinking, how come we were traveling west? And I was just a young kid, and I never mentioned nothing. And the next thing is, and I was kind of wondering, my granddad said, where are we going? He said he's looking for a better place to hunt and not too far for animals and everything. So I started picking on from there, and from there we started traveling with dogs summertime, and we make our dogs pack and do fishing. And one year, maybe one whole year in Pin One, we kind of start struggling for a while. We're starving for a while, one whole summer. And no caribou, no nothing, not enough to eat. And my granddad had to leave me steady, and had to go 2-3 days and look for something to bring home. From there, I know we were hungry, and we got nothing else to eat. That's the worstest part I ran into, those seal skin dried up on, and we start put them in some kind of wood, and we take all the hair off, and we boil them. That's the worstest meal I ever ran into. I never want to run into that again. And ever since from there, I think about my life, and I'm bringing my kids up. I don't want them to be what I was before, and hungry.
Yeah.
And from there, I ended up, I started going around with, walking around with Abraham Carpenter. And we go 2 days upland, walking, and the next thing it started raining on us, and we get 2 cows. One little one, we brought him home. 2 days of packing, and I was just a young guy, and they make me pack a young caribou. I was really cooked by the time I walk back 2 days to our camp and bring food for our family. And from there we started. My granddad started to wander off looking for a better place. And from there, he said he found something. After 2 days walking. All that time, he'd been going into Brock Rivers Lake. And from there, we started making sled to move up and make our dogs pack, and some sled too, and we get do-line guys to put those ties in the sled, 2 ties in the front and 2 in the back. You know, those wheels. And going downhill, I was riding, and dogs started hollering, the dogs going under the sled. And I know I get a kick out of it. I go, we got no anchor to slow them down. Next thing, all the dogs under the sled, and some dragging in the side. I really got a kick out of that. And from there, I don't know, I had to figure a way to slow the dogs down. And it's just one river in that rock river, I think, in one side, going down one place. Most of it after that, climbing up to Brock Lake, yeah. The rest is okay, but that first part going down to that river, yeah. Dogs got get run over from the sled, yeah. And from there we stayed 2 summers to make our dog team. Dog team get all make them all get better, get strong, everything. We stayed 2 summers there, and me and my granddad is always he's always fishing with naulak. How you call those? Not naulak, but harpoon. Fishing, you know, spears,
Yeah.
3-4 spears, homemade.
Yeah.
And they can stay in the water maybe about 7, 8 hours, 10 hours out there. But he got a long rope, and he got piece of bone with the end of the rope. And every time you get one, and you just threw it through and just let the fish go and get it through. And when he got maybe 15, 20, 30 fish, you go down to you go to a beach. We had to make a bowl for the fish to keep them from drying out.
Yeah.
And from there, I don't know how much water, maybe about that much. Yeah, make a bowl. And when they fill it up, we'll go to maybe a half a mile, pack all the fish to on top the high place, and there's a real flat ground, and on top the tornadoes could land in there. A couple of times in there, tornadoes land in there. Very long, but when you land, you got to land from that side, and you could take off over the cliff there. We stayed a couple of summers there, and I started figuring out, me and my granddad. My granddad started figuring out again. He go to the mouth of that Brock Lake, and me and him still kind of shallow, you know, not really that deep. And so me and him start, I don't know, maybe 2 days, and we start from one end. We start piling up rocks, and I just go and listen to him what he's doing, and he just told me pile enough rocks and make a walkway from other end. From other end, you do this one way and make it narrow, and we'll make a pool from there. And we can make rocks about that high, pile maybe from there to maybe right around, maybe over, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 feet round, maybe more than that, and we get about that deep. And we made a walkway right around that, where we're doing a spear. From there we make a pool, throw them in behind where the pool we made, and they just throw all the fish we got, and you got a little bit of water to it, enough to keep the fish keep them from drying out. Yeah. And sometimes we go about, I don't know, maybe 6, 7 hours, maybe a day, and for how long, and make enough to eat and everything, to make our dogs good shape and everything from there. And all the caribous we get to, and it's in that place, caribous coming in all the time, and we'll make old people use seal skin for wrapping up meat, dried meat, everything, and fat, and everything. They tie them together. And that's what they had, and my grandparents, and we fill them up in the fall time, and we start making ice blocks. And sometime I was doing all the fish, and make a fish hole, and if you catch fish, and I told me to soak it and freeze it back, and soak it again till the ice get thick off the fish, and the fish stay fresh.
Yeah.
And just like better than getting a freezer brain, freeze wouldn't burn. So I do that. Maybe sometimes I do maybe 40, 50, 100. I'm doing that all day, me. Yeah. All my granddad pulling out fish. He made those, when the ice is about that thick, he make hang hooks, overnight hooks. And they cut off the tail of the tail of the fish,
Yeah.
and they put a hook inside,
Yeah.
and we used a dog chain to
Yeah.
make it about that high enough from bottom of that ice level, and about that much, and leave it overnight. We stretch out 20 of them, and every day you go. Next morning you go pull out 20 fish, big lake trouts, yeah, big one. The biggest one must get maybe with one net. We got the biggest one, must be about, I don't know, maybe 10 feet long, and just about bigger than a seal. It was bigger than a seal. You just twisted up one net like that. I had to pull it out. That's
that's a big fish.
yeah, big. Well, in one corner, and he's over 100 feet of water in one northwest side, and from there we start do all the fish and everything. And after that, I don't know how many years. Maybe we stayed maybe 2-3 years, maybe 2 summers in there.
Yeah.
And we started to get good shape, everything. And after that, our dogs get good shape and everything. We started moving west. From there, we ended up traveling. Sometime make our dogs pack and traveling somewhere. When we go hunt caribou, he bring about 2-3 dogs and make them pack to the camp. Yeah. And they call them, how you call that? I don't know what they call it in not Eskimo words, but I forgot. Well, at least I know he make them pack in a way. So from there, I learn everything, and from here, from him. And he told me sometime, he said, you're gonna live like this someday, and he said you're gonna have kids someday. He said you gotta do what I do, what I show you. And my grandparents told me, said, you're gonna have kids someday. You got to think of this. You got to think of all what I tell you to, what I make you do, everything. You help me, everything. And from there, I learned. I never forget his words yet. Today, long ago, I used to work operating cats. I can't head with my kids' food.
Yeah.
Every payday, I'm broke.
Yeah.
And from there, I start thinking to myself, oh, I got a lot of kids now, and now just about going the same way as I was doing before long ago, being hungry. And the next thing, I quit working. Now. Today, my kids not hungry no more.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I don't work. I enjoy it. My kids has got full stomach steady.
Yeah.
They're happy. They're screaming, they holler at me, and I sleep good in my family.
Yeah.
I can't sleep in quiet house, can't like that, and over there you guys put me. I was up at what time? About 4 this morning. Too quiet, yeah. I was ready to jump somebody, make noise, yeah. And
well, that's how it is sometimes, George. When you travel, sometimes it's too quiet.
Too quiet.
When you're at home, it's good.
Yeah.
When you travel, it's too quiet. You
too
can't
quiet. Yeah, but I don't mind. I'm hunting. I gotta get up early.
Yeah.
And long ago, I used to trap with the dog team, and me and Jonah, we used to travel together from Pin One sometimes all over. Yeah. And I used to travel with him before Jonah, and with dog team, and trying to make all kinds of little money here and there, and foxes and trapping. I make 100-mile stretch.
Yeah.
And I never forget those. And from there, now today, my grandparents, they finished and quite a while ago, and so I never forget what they tell me, and now I'm using it. All my kids is happy all the time, and they're full stomach. Yeah. Now every summer I go out and go stash up caribou and make dry meat, dry fish. Now every summer, and I enjoy every bit of what I go through in life, and I make. I like the sound of those animals, birds, loons, making noise when it's quiet day. You sleep, and they know it's going to be a nice day in the morning. Loons making noise, yeah. And the birds, we got all kinds of, we always have a little pet, and I grab little pets here and there, eagles and hogs, and to keep my family from having a pet like a life toy. They don't, they can't have battery die. So I got to pick up them flying like hogs and eagle, and the worst one I picked up is them how you call those what's the name of those white ones, like Arctic tern. Oh, that's the worstest one I ever make get a pet for my family, but never again. Not kind of shed hogs too. Those, yeah, never again. Those, yeah, never again. Last summer I had a pet for my kids to play with, and them ptarmigan hogs. Yeah, the one with fast wings. Yeah. I like to make them have life pet. Sometimes I think about brown bear, but I don't know. I like to make house pet for watching grizzlies after keep my to keep my house and everything. And I don't know, it might be tough. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go for that. And I don't mind if I catch a little one and bring him up and keep all the grizzlies out of my camp. But I don't know. I might get nailed for that, so I don't care. So I don't go that far now. Now today is, a long time ago we travel slow. Today, when we travel now, everything is fast. The time fast, time going fast. Long ago, we never have nothing, computers like that today. Everybody, all you see is just doing this and that's it, and earplugs and that's it. You talk to them. You got to hold at them all the time. Nobody does that long time ago.
Long time ago.
Everything is different, and you have toys you made out of little wooden that you're happy with the little toys. No batteries in them, wood made out of wooden. All the toys you get for the kids, Christmas, everything. And,
how did you communicate, George, between one camp and another camp when you were a little boy? How you communicate?
Nothing. We got nothing those days. Nothing. We just travel, just like that. And what time we're going to come back, and the time you give somebody to watch what time we're going to show up again, and that's it. We got no communication, and we travel. I travel with my granddad, like travel with cows, making dogs and pack. And we buried up, and for the fall time to pick up. After freeze up, we pick up all the cows we buried in somewhere, and we put inuksuk on them and everything, and we pick them out after freeze up. That's how I live. And cows. Sometimes I go under the ice. I ice up all the cow meat. Ice it up like a freezer. Put it under the ice, and water don't get white, and you just don't get freezer burned. And water don't spoil after you freeze so much meat with ice and water, and you make it about 1.5 inches right around the meat, and after that you put it under the ice. We used to do that, but after that we started making too much work. We started making ice blocks after that. After that we make, I don't know, maybe 6 foot ice blocks, and about maybe enough wool wind don't get at them, and make it about maybe ice is maybe about over 5.5 inch maybe ice blocks, and they cut them up, and after I stand them up, and you fill up all the block with meat for meat, Sometimes I made it a little too thin. Wolverines go dig in the bottom, so out, and they dig all the meat on. Yeah, they're smart, those wolverines. Yeah,
Wolverines are
yeah,
smart, huh?
wolverine, yeah, they're smart. Yeah, and even we make a blocks, and sometimes we made it too thin. They chew and they're way out to get in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
and now we make it thick enough. They don't bother it. Yeah,
They don't bother it, yeah.
yeah. And from there, I start traveling around, and next thing I start hunting around polar bear, moving to Politok. There was nobody. There was only one house in Politok. It was only father's house. When I first go through there, and me and my granddad traveling was from my east side. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was in Aklavik. He had a TB. And the doctor told my granddad, he said, you got to move boys close enough to send my grandmother to make them go together again after she stayed in Klavik for, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, damn near 2 years. And enough time in when they have, when you got TB, yeah, and you got to stay in the hospital a long time, yeah. And from there, so me and him would travel from Politok to Cape Perry, and we made it to Cape Perry. They finally sent my grandmother to Cape Perry, stay together, yeah. And with that, traveling around somewhere again in on Brock side and everything, and making all kinds of dry meat, dry fish. And from then, somewhere 60 something, he finally one day he said he was going to make unnak, unnak with seal flippers, making fill them up with oil and everything. And so he'd been making how you call that, those a long time ago, you see those milk can, aluminum, milk can, powdered milk.
Yeah.
And they got a cover on, Clim,
milk,
Clim, yeah. He'd been using that kind for making unnak for the seal flippers, to make them rotten and for eating.
Yeah.
And me, I never pay attention to, so I had them. It tastes really good. And from there, 24 hours later, we started stripped out, and so we started getting poisoned slowly. So the Abraham Carpenter had the 18 horse even road, I think, some kind of 16-foot boat, maybe, or some on aluminum. And so next thing he rushes to my grandmother and me and my granddad and to Pierce Point. And just before my grandmother know about a year ahead of time it's going to happen to her himself, and you had a slow, and you were talking that day. And I know what he was talking about, but I didn't believe it till it happened. And ahead of time he was finishing, And he finished just before Pierce Point, and we buried him. Not buried him, but he wanted to lay down beside a big rock and cover himself with a blanket, just like the person just put him to bed and blanket over. And they told us to, before he died, go check him out a couple of days later, we'll go check it out a couple of days later. And the body disappeared, disappeared. And from there, had his own little ball of her hair, and her clothes, all this, just like when you first get up, you open your blanket, you get out of it. And from there, it's open his blankets. It's like his clothes first and lining up south. And there's the last piece of hair was bundling the last end of it, from there. And the body was gone, And I'll never forget that one, And me, I was half poisoned too, but I got pumped out. I got pumped out in Pierce Point, Zooline guys, and Medica. They shoved me a piece shove it through my nose, but I didn't like that. They pumped me out. After they pumped me out, it was really stink stuff and green everything,
Yeah.
and after that, he give me something to drink, and half an hour later, everything I was just pouring out, just something to make you puke.
Yeah, they were trying to clean you out.
Yeah, clean me out,
Yeah.
and they give me something
Yeah.
2 times. After that, I got no more, nothing in my stomach. My stomach was hungry after that again. Yeah, boy, it was just green, everything. I got poisoned. It was about 4 of us that time. 2 of us survived, and two of them never make it. One in fish camp, that one babe. We lost our daughter. That one is in his bed, and that one never make it through that. And one girl, he made it one way, call from Pierce Point, and the 185 go pick up that other girl. Me and her survived out of the 4.
Yeah.
And, my grandmother and that who lost daughter never make it. Yeah. And out of the 4, me and that young girl will both survive. Yeah. And the plane coming a little too late from Taco somewhere before he knew we can also.
Yeah.
And it was a kind of, it's tough, it's tough the way you got to watch what you make and make sure it's not to get sick, and you got to make food just right, not over. And I know when the food is kind of not too good, and you gotta give it to dogs. Yeah, and, I know those days now, and nowadays I got dogs right now yet, but I'm doing around touristing around now. Yeah, but, I let my boys take care of touristing, and I show them all. I show all what I learned from my grandparents. Now my oldest son is already showing. I mean, he's doing what I show him everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
All my ropes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he's pretty good now. He used to be. I have tough time with him, and when I had polar bear with him, he's always ticklish and all the time. Yeah. Now he's getting after he gets 2, and he get crazy after that. He wanna go right or that's like when I first started. Sometimes at home we travel with Skidoo. Yeah, son, you gotta get off. You gotta get off the Skidoo to shoot. They want to shoot from the Skidoo. He's that scared. I told, look, you got to get off the Skidoo and shoot the bear. He told me to go finish it. No, you got to finish it yourself. You got to learn about everything, how to shoot it, and you got to drop it quick enough.
Yeah.
Not wound it. And another time I showed him about caribou, and he had 30 out 6. I gave go get my daughter and Figgis and me. I sent him out. Okay, go get a caribou, and he come back. He said he wounded caribou. He said, how come you never kill it? He said, it's still over there. And I told him, you can't leave wounded animals there. I told him, and he go pick me up. I told him, you got to go yourself and go finish it. No. He said, you got to come with me. He said, well, I told him, you got to shoot it for me. He told me, I got to shoot it for him. And I told him, no, you the one wounded it. You got to finish it. So he drove me over, and he tried to give me the gun. I told him, no, look, 100 yards. He got no, one side of his leg is broken right now. He tried to give me a gun. No, you the one wounded it. You got to finish it. Oh, when he shoot, 30 or 6. He had a big cut over here. From the scope, he got a cut, And next couple of days later, I laugh at him. So I did 200 grain shots. I tried that package too. I get a same thing too. And I was laughing at my son after that. He get a kick out of me too. Look what I done too. You do the same thing to me. He told me that right away. Holy cow, yeah. And from there, I learned about making dry fish for the maid. I show them everything. I make dry meat, everything. All my family, all my young girls, everything. I live with me in the land. And they do everything for him. I show them how to set net, everything. I don't need a boat. And I sink heavy, big bike sometimes enough to pull a net out, and don't need boats. Yeah. Them, they don't know about it, and I had to show them all. Yeah, my family. And now today's I never use boat anymore. And when I go to my camp, I use four-wheelers. And few times I bubble up all the time, and but I learned after bubbling up few times, I don't bubble up no more with a four-wheeler. And one time I had a caribou. Our bike was not heavy enough, and it was, I had a whole caribou in the front, and my Mariah was with me behind me, and Figures was in between us, and Mariah was in behind, and he was in between us. And the back end of the bike was not heavy enough. He started doing this, and they make us go over the rapid, and right away I see Figures drift out. He's just maybe 8 years old, maybe 7, 8 years old, and he started to drift really fast out. From there, without thinking, I jump off. I jump off from the bike, and try to get close to him much as I could. I jump over in a real strong current, and I catch him up. And after that, I would go behind him, get close, maybe from here to a camera there. And so I grab his 2 feet. I push him toward to the beach, and he made it up, and it was all I could hear, grandma. I could hear him doing that, and after, when I look back, oh, I see Mariah too, my wife, is really going fast downstream too. I go for him after that, I make him close to the beach a little bit, and so I grab his 2 feet, I push him much as I could. That was a heavy one, I don't know. He made it, but I went under the water. I started turning, and when I come out, I was turning real fast. I just do this all at once. I know I like swimming.
Yeah.
I know about water, and so I started turning too much, and I just do this and straighten out, come out. When I look, I was about 300 yards away from where I pushed my wife and my boy, and from there I get it to swim to the beach, and I left the bike, and I make a big bonfire after that, dry out, make big pile of willows, everything wild. And after that, lighter can't work. I don't know, somewhere we're gonna have to try to light. You know those flipping, how you call those little lighters?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this kind we got that. See, this kind of lighters we had no how to go in the water, get the water. This can work for a long time. To keep doing this straight for a long time. After we're cold too, and after we make a big pile of enough of bonfire, doing that, find it, dry it out, and light it, put how we're gonna light it again? Four-wheelers in the beach around the river, upside down. So upside down with a caribou and everything, and so I had to go. Oh, I got no knife to find. Dig around in my. I always keep my hunting knife on the side of my bike, but those never come out. It was my shell bike and my knife. Keep my knife in there. Good thing they're still there, so I pulled one knife out. My gas can was still on that four-wheeler. I cut the ropes on, bring it, splash it around. After that, dry up my lighter and light it from there. Burn the whole thing. Everything keep piling up some more. I figure that's hot enough, that ground. After it just about finished, all the flames I get all the flames out, right to the sand left. Sand, I put bonfires
Yeah.
right where no rocks, nothing, straight sand.
Yeah.
That's where I know what I was doing. And I know I'm going to dry out in half an hour.
Yeah.
So it would make a big bonfire and hoist straight sand. After that, everything burnt. Everything. I know. I forget the ground is hot enough now. After maybe an hour or an hour and a half, 2 hours of big bonfire, and after that, I take all the flames off. Flames off. Later on, everything. No more flame. Nothing. No area. Nothing. I made a round bowl, big enough round bowl. All that ground is hot. So all our clothes is soaking in water. We just roll around. We get really hot from that bowl. All of us, my boy and all, we're just steaming away. And a couple hours later, all our clothes is dry up again from that bowl. Yeah, so that ground so me. I made it hot so much, and we just roll around till our clothes get dry. Yeah, we got no extra clothes, so that's the only way you could dry up your clothes. Yeah. No matter where, I bubble up lot, and I even me one time too in Lasat, I was doing my fishing. I told my tie up the boat. I was doing fishing, pulling out fishes, and I never look at my boat. All I hear, George, look at our boat drifting away. About 300 yards from the beach, already southwind going out. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I just take main one could gonna keep me down a little bit. So I just take this. I just have this kind of short left only, short left. So no, I go swim to it, but cold. But I made it behind a boat, and it was about maybe down there 500 yards from the beach. And I caught it up, and I got an electric started in my 70 and started up and being back. And that's the coldest one I ever ran into.
Oh, boy.
And from there, I told my family, you see, when you never tie up something, when I never look after it too. I just tell them to, fix it and pull it up, and the high tide comes up, and you just take it away. Another time I was in Soko Lake. That's the worstest part I ran into. And I was in a tree line hunting and trapping for horn. But I went with my brother-in-law. And summer, he keep bugging me that now. I was working for the hamlet, and he keep bugging me. He said, George, let's go to tree line. Go with me. He told me to quit. So I went with him with how many trips we made with 185? Enough for whole summer supplies and everything. And so went up there. I just quit like that, and I don't know. I don't know how much was a 600 trip with that 185. I think we used about 6 or 7 loads. And enough for summer camping. But fall time, so I didn't really bother much, and I was sleeping at home. Oh, he liked fishing. He had little hut, maybe over 10 foot, maybe 10 foot, little aluminum boat, to set net. He had a little 3-horse on behind, and I know about him. He go fishing. He come back with fish all the time, and he around the point and everything. So one morning he woke me up. He said, my net is too loose. Let's go fix it up and tighten it a little bit. So I figure, okay, I go with him, and we'll go tighten up his fish net. And so I went out fixing and try to pull that, how you call that, sink in further out, going outside, and pulling it up. And he was sitting in the back that little boat, and with that little 3-horse, and we are trying to pull it up. That sinker in the bottom must be about almost pretty close to not quite 100 feet of water. And further, he wanted to make it tighter, so I was pulling that up, the sinker. And after that, one one flip come out. You know, they tied a big rock on. One knot came out, it was okay. But that second one came out as heavy. I went like this, and that the boat, it just flipped over like that. Both of us got out of that boat in October. A lot of snow in a beach. And I hollered him right away. Well, we got to rest right away. Don't think, don't holler. Just follow me real quick. And he doesn't know how to swim anyway, and he's always having arthritis in body.
Yeah.
And I told him, we got no choice. We got to rest. We got to make it quick, and cause it's so cold water. You could get, it's so cold. Your breath could get shorter. I told him right away. And when I told him to follow me, and he said, hang on to that 5-gallon can and follow me real quick. We got to make it to the beach pretty quick, about 100 yards from the beach. And when I looked back, he said, I can't, what's happened? When I looked back, he said, that gas can, it was tied up to it was tied up to that boat. And I told him, let it go, try to follow me quick, and just swimming around like a thing, and he must have get, I don't know, maybe his body got, he's kind of have arthritis, must be kicked on him, and when I was going to so cold water, and when I looked back, it was out, boy, I got no choice, and I made it to the beach about maybe 50 yards from the beach, and now my breath was already too short. You see, if I go for him too, I know I'm going to go too. There's only my wife and his wife up there all alone, whatever, both of us finished. And all at once, I think one of us got to survive now, because, you see, both men can't finish, and the only woman's in the house, in the cabin. So, boy, that worst thing I see him doing that, I got no choice, but I don't know. I could make it or not, or I'm going to finish too, because my breath was so short, really too short. And a few minutes later, my breath kicks in, can't move, can't breathe no more. All at once, I know what I was doing. I was just hitting, I guess. Hit really hard as I could. How many times I find my lungs kicks open? Boy, that feels good, yeah. Because from that cold water, your lungs can collapse for a while. And, I didn't know I was only living from my brains left there, and rest of my body I can't feel nothing. You could cut me and everything, I can't feel it, nothing. And I made it. I walk with bare feet to my camp. It was about maybe 4 miles, with bare feet, Never feel the ground, nothing. It's so cold. It's just like you're walking with boots and everything. Every little thing you walk, I never feel nothing, because all your body is already numb from cold water, Just like I was just walking real fast, And I made it to my camp, and boy, that's the worst thing to hear, I don't know how to tell his wife, but I don't know. It's pretty tough when it comes to points like that. Your hunter, you with, and it finished on you. It's pretty tough. It's really hard. But I had to tell it really slow what happened, everything, and from there, that's worst thing to happen. I never go back to the bush after. Winter time I started traveling in the winter time, started hunting in the trail and bush. I had a house up there. Another time is I started to get one out Sunday. How many years later, and I go out and I forgot. The things like that. When it's gonna happen. And I used to travel with my extra clothes all the time, just that day, Sunday, and I've been forgetting my clothes, extra clothes to put on, extra shoes, clothes on like that. And I got hit an overflow with a little Bravo, and I don't know, must be over about 4 feet snow, and about maybe over 2 feet overflow in the bottom, and I just sunk, and I got no choice to get wet. So I figured I got no choice to get that skidoo out, but I didn't have enough gas. I had enough gas, but I should have filled up that Bravo first, and I was not thinking right, cause I was kind of not really, maybe slow and kind of a little panicking a little bit maybe, and from there I should have filled up the bike, skidoo first, and make a bonfire to keep my try to keep my shoes soft enough so I could take them out. I couldn't take them out. So I cut my shoes this way, frozen solid. I cut it this way and peel them off. I never look. I didn't know I'd take a big chunks off my bottom, and from there, and I cut the same thing. Take my shoes off. I peel them out. Already my feet stuck to duffels I got, and socks, everything. I got stuck everything in. And after that, I was thinking, oh yeah, I got no more shoes now. So I take my jacket off, park it off, and I cut my jacket sleeves, and tie the corners in the corners like that, and put it over, and I walk 50 miles for 2.5 days. I made it to my camp 2.5 days, and I was okay. But I like the gas lamp. I like the stove. I forgot to put my gas lamp down, so he ran out of gas. I tried to stand up. Next thing, my legs give out. I can't stand up. My gas lamp got no more gas, nothing. But my stove was okay. I had to crawl out and go get wood. I can't. My whole legs can't do nothing anymore because it gets so big, round all over. Everything swells right up. I just crawl out and cut wood a little bit, and to keep the house warm enough. And I couldn't do it no more. I can't move anymore. So I beat the Paulatuk. My brother-in-law coming next morning, towards the same night after same morning, towards that night after CB, they made it with 2 skidoos. Him and Greg Green, they came next morning, and me, I can't move from the bed already. I can't move. I can't do nothing already. My whole body was already just like paralyzed already. Just like from forcing walking, and the whole body, my whole legs and everything is swelled up so much, and couldn't do anything more. So I just stayed inside the blanket after I see beat. As soon as they come in, they light up everything. Boy, just about nothing. And, my brother-in-law just about cried after he see my body, what was wrong, and all swelling and everything, and feet just puffed right up there. And I was inside the blanket, I couldn't do nothing. From there, I got medevac out from Choco Lake to Inuvik here. I got medevac, and I was laying there. That tornado came in. He landed on. You know that pilot, the one that crashed. He used to be a pilot. What's his name?
Bob.
Bob, yeah. And he made it on the beach, deep snow, big ties, them tornado. He made landed right on. He's a bush pilot, landed right on top out close to my cabin, and they carried us out. And one nurse and doctor was in there. No, one nurse was in there. Doctor was in there. A little Japanese doctor, woman. Next thing he gave me a needle right away. Give me needles. Half an hour later, I want to walk. I want to go. He some kind of morphine must be. I want to go. You guys don't have to carry me here. After I get a needle, I wanted to go. I don't want to be in the stretcher.
Yeah.
Going on, they had to get me out through the stretcher with a half tip
Yeah.
to get me out. I'm just hauling, I'm just bomb. How did they give me that? Oh, morphine, yeah. Oh, that's a tough life up there. I never walked far. I stayed here, I don't know how many months in hospital, you know that old hospital. I
Yeah.
don't know how many months I there, and I saw till I get a little better shape and everything, and that's sending me home. And after that, I never walked for 3.5 years. About 3 years, I never walked. I was on crutches for a while. Yeah. That's a long time, and I never gave up. And I bought a skidoo. I was still on the skidoo, and I took off. Politics, yeah. Still on crutches yet. Yeah. I never give up today. I don't know how much life I got left.
Yeah.
I got a few broken ribs there, knee pads, a few feet missing. Last year I skidoo went through the ice, and my son-in-law could think that sled hang on to him a little bit before I get wet.
Yeah.
I swim to the beach right away. I think of my boy, my son-in-law must be look wet too. And I look, you're still on that sled. Good thing that sled never go down. You hang on to him till I get a rope for him. Tell him I made it across. So maybe it took me about 4.5 minutes, maybe less than that. Maybe I swim it. I break ice till I get to the main ice. From there, I rest, and I'm wet already. I rest to him, and he's still on that sled, on the back of the sled going down slowly. Told me to throw me right away, throw me a rope. Oh, you run short, first one run short, yeah. And I said, come on, give me more rope, find some more rope from that sled. And so after that, he throw me another one. It's still short yet. The third one, they throw it, whole rope come out. Oh, you got now. Oh boy, I got to pull it right away and throw it to him when you pick it up from there. After that, I pull him back. I didn't want that sled to go down too much, and otherwise he might get wet too. He stays still on the sled. I made it to the edge, and after that he got up. Boy, I feel better when he never get wet. Good thing that his sled hang on to him that long, and somebody helping us there, not him to get wet, only me survive in that water, but somebody must have helped us really. Him to get wet. And after that, there's Hunter and me, and Hunter and my son-in-law had to double ride with 3 short track, skidoo, and we had satellite phone already. We were going towards Fifth Point from there. But from there, we made it, and already, how you call those ranges, met us around Long Lake, in about 15, 20 miles from my camp, maybe 15 miles from my camp. From there, I told them, okay, well, you guys, and I see skidoos already showed up, and they told me that, okay, go on, you guys, we're gonna get to the skidoos, and my feet is already kind of wet, and my hands wet too. So when I made it to my camp, my mitts were stuck to the handlebars, frozen. I couldn't get my hands out of there. Even I got that skidoo got hand warmers. Yeah, and how I'm gonna get my hands out? I keep firing it out. Once I come on, I find it full of water. I rush into the house. My son was waiting, and I right away got all my clothes, just ripped them up there, pulled me out. Only I was what to hear, and here, you know, I had all down clothes.
Yeah.
And down parky. Keep me from getting wet here. And I swim right to the beach that much. Only my feet with the big skidoo boot over there, that moon boot.
Yes.
Only that part I was wet inside. The rest of my body dry. And from there, we try to pull that sled out, and I told him, "We can't pull it out. We got to leave it now and just tie it up a little bit in the ice." So I told him, "Boy, they want to talk steady on that satellite phone." I told him, "Boy, you guys look. Never mind that. We get closer first. You could use satellite phone right away. It keep trying to stop us from waiting." I told him, "Boy, you guys gonna freeze me now. You can't. I gotta go." And I keep pushing them. Finally, we close enough. They finally, that tourist. He want to talk steady. Hey, I'm cold. Yeah. I had to push him hard. Even I got mad at him, but it was okay. But he knew what I was doing. Yeah, but he listened to me from there. We made it, yeah, double riding, yeah. So that's was this part. Today now I'm doing my tours and I don't, I let my son to take care of it, and my son-in-law and this Bill Woodski, I think he's going to be handling my outfit here. So, and, today's, I don't know, I wouldn't give up yet. How much life I got left?
Yeah.
I drove 2 broken to 50 miles from that dog team driver from I don't know, from Eastern Arctic, I think.
Yeah.
From Eastern Arctic guy. That's one of the Eskimos that killed polar bear skin feather pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's really expensive feather pants.
Boy,
Polar bear skin feather pants. Holy cow, I see how many $1,000 pants, yeah.
Must be. It must be good, eh?
Yeah, it must be good.
What is it made from, George?
Huh? From Eastern Arctic somewhere, you know, those people from dog team drivers coming through all over white people.
Yeah.
And they had to escort with them with Eskimo from Eastern Arctic traveling on the coast, going to Alaska somewhere in there. So they needed dog food to go to Bar 4, about, I don't know, 50 miles, 100 miles from Politok. So I drove, me and Jonah drove from, bring up to Bar 4, and I had to carry. They needed somebody to carry their dog food. That they paid me around trip making dog food. And next thing I saw white out now and over the cut bank. I don't know, must be 18, 20 feet cut bank, and I landed down there and I hit that skidoo. You know those old skidoos there. They got this kind of handle. He wouldn't ride in. I got up. I don't feel nothing. All at once there must be a pain hitting me. I just fall, fainted. And I could see somebody doing this to me. Next thing I get up. A few minutes later, and that dog team driver, and he pulled out some kind of a little lacquer stinger. And give me. All at once get hot here, no more pain after that. There's some kind of a lacquer.
Yeah.
So he gave me a little, when I made it to Bar 4, he gave me a little jar. He said, every time you feel your pain, your ribs, take a little mouth, don't finish it. It was my last 15 miles from Politok, was my last drag from there. I made it to Politok, and from there I was crawling around with 6 weeks from my stairs to down to the bathroom. Yeah. Oh, that's tough when you broke your ribs.
Broken ribs, huh?
Yeah, really. Legs is not bad, but they can't do nothing with your body, your ribs and everything. Yeah. Oh,
I think that's really good. I think, George. Yeah, that's our program for today on Atta, and we'd like to say Kuya to George. Kuya George.
Yeah, it will do ilan namak pagduhe ilan. Ang niyayuk to ni nako kaliya naktok. Nunamit to ni inuit na inuhok to ilihim. It should be like this. Listen to me and try to understand what I say, how to survive. It's very nice, and not to make mistake. And that's how I was brought up. I enjoy every bit of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ja, Kuya Nine.
It bilu ila tok pa kolok tumuta tu hau kumit ilat kat ilita king yung nakiyanga ubang George Kreknektak nukat kataban inu kat kalutak dami halok parok ka kolok tumut tagu mga ilite ya kuana
Kuya Nine.
ya in bilu ya